Christmas cactus and moon cactus scions to a rootstock. The rootstock I will be using is a cactus of the Hylocereus genus. For the Christmas cactus graft, you will need a Christmas cactus, a compatible rootstock, antibacterial soap, paper towels, and a sharp blade. First, clean your hands, working surface, and tools with an antibacterial soap and a paper towel. It is crucial to keep your working surface and tools as clean as possible throughout the procedure. This is important because you want to avoid getting any impurities in or near the graft union until it is fully healed. Next, collect the Christmas cactus scions from the Christmas cactus plant. It is best to use a stem that is healthy and without a flower or flower bud. I am using scions that are 2 segments long because if they are too long or if they have a flower or flower bud, there is a higher chance that the scion will desiccate, which means that the scion will dry up before the graft union is fully healed. For demonstration purposes, I'll be performing the graft twice. If you're only making one graft, you will only need 1 scion and 1 rootstock. Once you have collected the scion you will be using, wash it as well as your rootstock. The next step is to prepare the rootstock by beheading it. When grafting, it is important to use a sharp blade and to cut the plant tissue as smoothly as possible. Using a dull blade or making jagged cuts could hinder the healing of the graft and even cause it to fail. The rootstocks I will be using have some scarring because they have been previously used in failed grafting experiments. So in this case, I am not only removing the top of the cactus, but ensuring that all the damaged tissue is removed. I am tapering the edges of the cactus so that the rootstock forms a point instead of having a flat top. The following step is to prepare the Christmas cactus scion. Use a clean paper towel as your working surface. Lie the scion flat on the paper towel. In a single motion, use a clean blade to remove the epidermis on the lower segment of the scion. If this is done correctly, the vascular cambium should be visible. Then, do the same thing on the other side of the segment. Once that's done, cut the segment you've been preparing into a point. If you make a cut that is too shallow, like I have done here, cut the segment again until the vascular cambium is visible. Once your scion and rootstock are prepared, it's time to join the two together. Insert your blade into the rootstock's vascular cambium. This is the circle you see in the center of the rootstock. The blade should cut the circle in half. Leave the blade inserted and pull it gently to one side to open the cut. Then, insert the scion and holding it in place, remove the blade. Make sure that the vascular cambium that was visible on the scion is lined up with the vascular cambium on the rootstock. The scion should stay in place on its own. For the moon cactus graft, you will need a mature moon cactus that has new moon cacti growing from it, a compatible rootstock, antibacterial soap, paper towels, a sharp blade, elastic gauze, and scissors. The rootstocks for this graft have been prepared in the same way as in the Christmas cactus graft. To collect the scion, simply twist off a moon cactus that has grown from the mature moon cactus. Slice the bottom of the cactus off in one smooth motion. You should be able to see the vascular cambium a pale dot near the center of the cactus. For this graft, all you need to do is line up the vascular cambium with the one on the rootstock and secure the scion in place. To secure the scion, use the elastic gauze. Cut a piece of gauze using the scissors or blade and place it under your rootstock's pot. Place your scion on your rootstock. Then use the two ends of the gauze to tie a knot above the scion and tighten the knot so that the elastic gauze puts downwards pressure on the scion. The scion may have shifted when you tied your knot. If so, readjust your scion to make sure that the vascular cambiums are still aligned. Once your Christmas cactus and moon grafts are completed, place them on an open bench in a greenhouse or simply by a window. When watering your newly grafted plants, avoid getting water into the graft union. After about 10 to 14 days, your grafts should be mostly healed. For the Christmas cactus graft, you will know that your graft has been successful if the scion is not desiccated. To promote the growth of the scion, cut off any shoots produced by the rootstock. In less than a year's time, your plant could look like this one. Or it could even be producing flowers like this one is. For the moon cactus, remove the gauze by cutting it with scissors and gently pulling it off the scion. I suggest holding the scion to avoid pulling it off with the gauze, as the spines from the moon cactus can cause the gauze to cling to it. Again, to promote the growth of the scion, cut off any offshoots the rootstock might produce. This is the finished product.